So greetings from Delaware once again. We're spending the day down here. It's March 28th. It's Friday afternoon. I actually got done with the tour, seeing the seals out there on the Delaware Bay. It was pretty cool. It was quite the experience. But yeah, I went with a tour group called Cape Water Tours. I'll put the name down here. Maybe I'll put a link to their website down below. It was about $36 for an adult ticket, but it was definitely worth the experience. So we definitely get to see some seals in this video, some harbor seals and some gray seals. I don't do much talking during the video because I'm on a boat with a bunch of other people. There's engine noise. At times there's music playing, so I'll try to handle that. I might have to mute the video and put some other noise in there because I don't get a copyright strike. But yeah, but I'll put some little subtitles in there every now and then to tell you about it, what's going on. But it was a really neat experience. They do a really good job. They made sure that you, like, if they're the people, the crew on top sees the seals, they'll point them out to so you know to look, point your cameras over there. So it was a really good experience. Also, I want to give a shout out to Sarah from Hiking Outdoor Family, her channel. She's the reason why I went on this little tour. I saw her video coming out here, so I said I'm gonna try that. So anyway, hope you enjoy the video. I did. Got here a little bit later than I wanted to, but there's already a ton of people. So I think that's our boat.
Live and work in this lighthouse, usually 2 guys at a time. They would live and work out here for typically like 2-week periods. It was pretty harsh, not a romantic job to be a lighthouse keeper at all. You'll see that there's a little house behind the East End Lighthouse down the wall a little bit. That's actually the oil house. So whale oil was initially used to keep the lantern lit at the top of the lighthouse. Eventually it turned into diesel a little bit. That was a little bit cheaper, but that oil house still actually reeks of oil, and even inside the lighthouse still reeks of oil. There used to be a wooden platform, you can see kind of the remnants of it, that would take you from the East End Lighthouse all the way to that oil house, where they were able to go grab that and keep it lit throughout the night. But they came even a week earlier than that, so we got both our male and females, mostly, back from their migration in South America. The osprey, actually, the pairs stay together for life, but they're not really monogamous to each other. They're only monogamous to the nest. So, towards the East End Lighthouse, looking right at us. I was gonna
floating with his nose up in the air. He's just so long.
We're getting to see a lot of that behavior where they're
I wonder why we can see them. I love when they put their wings out.
active, it does still shine bright, it glows its foghorn. Well, there it is. There's no fog today, but that foghorn still goes. But the cool thing about, or I guess the uncool thing about that lighthouse is its days are numbered. So it's kind of nice to really revel in it. If you start from the farthest end to the leftmost end of our icebreaker wall here, there's three that look almost identical, and the fourth one is a really low rock formation there, a really low icebreaker. On that lowest one, that is where we got our little About a month ago was kind of the height of pupping season, and our harbor seals especially, they can only nurse their young out of the water. So a lot of times when we see those harbor seals hauled out during that time, we look for some of that nursing activity. number one. We care about these seals. We don't want to disturb them. They're also protected federally. They're protected by the Marine Mammal Protection Act. And so 50 yards is always at least that distance is how far any motor vessels need to stay away from the seal colony. During pupping season, we actually give them even a little bit more space to make sure that that whole process can go well and the nursing is all uninterrupted. But if you're ever out here, if you get the chance in the next few weeks, if you're out here even on a smaller vessel, the same rules apply. Always good to educate other people on that. 50 yards is absolutely necessary to keep these guys doing what they're doing. It's their home, we're just visiting.
Actually thought the sea was rocking and rolling.
Yeah, so there you go. We saw those seals out there in Delaware Bay. That's my first time ever seeing seals in the wild and filming them. I thought filming birds was hard, but try filming moving seals in the water on a boat that's kind of going up and down. But yeah, dress warm. If you think you're warm enough on shore, you're not. Bring an extra layer or something. It gets cold out there. And there's a bathroom on the boat too if you need to go. So that was a good thing. But yeah, it was a great experience. I highly recommend it. Just for something different if you're in the area. They have other tours they do too, which I'm going to look into in the area, not just for seals and stuff. But yeah, I had a great time. But anyway, hope you did too. As always, thanks for coming along, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one.